John Hollis with Rockers in Recovery. I want to welcome everybody to the show. Rockers in Recovery is a media company, and we're dedicated to carrying the message of addiction recovery education. We do it through music, news, events, and festivals taking place within and not limited to the clean and sober community. You can find out more information by going to rockersinrecovery.com. You know, through the years, we have put on 27 or 26 concerts, music festivals, and meet and greets across the country. And one of the things that we do is we work with people that support that effort, and they're called special events partners. Back in February, we had the 6th annual Rockers in Recovery Music Festival down here. It's our flagship event. And we had Fallen Leaves Recovery Center, who was one of the special events partners. And, of course, we were supposed to get them to be part of the radio show, and they weren't able to do it back then. And we're able to get them on today. I want to, ahead of time, thank them for their support of the February event and making that possible. And I'm going to bring Lizette on, and we're going to talk about Fallen Leaves Recovery. How are you, Lizette?
Good. How are you doing, John?
Good, thank you. First of all, again, thank you for Fallen Leaves and their support back in February, and wish we were able to get this done a little bit sooner. But here we are. We're doing it now, and that's the most important part. I want to make sure that people know your information.
Yes, thank you so much. Yep, we are a 172-bed facility down located in Miami Lakes. Is the clinical office, and Miami Gardens is the residence, which was the old El Palacio Hotel converted into the residence. Like I said, we deal with dual. We have the mental illness, and we deal with drug addiction. We have a Christian track. We also have PHP, medication management, 12-step recovery services. We do family workshops, all the different therapies. But I think the most important thing is the follow-up, our aftercare plan. Following up with the client and their families for up to 5 years, if needed. We encourage that. And we can do that in several ways of either doing it, what we have now called a virtual IOP, which is a virtual intensive outpatient therapy, which we work through a company called LifeMD, and we do a virtual class, if you will, done one-on-ones, group therapies, and then family sessions. And actually it's been doing extremely well, especially as far as follow-up.
And this is something that people can involve themselves with online when they leave?
Absolutely, yeah. We'll set them up upon discharge, and also even if you are not a fallen leave client, we can also set up the virtual IOP. Like say, somebody in Nevada. We just starting in a place in Nevada, but they have really no good programs there. And then there's about 180 clients in the sober house, and they all go see a doctor. And through the virtual program, we will be able to do, 1 week sessions or one time a month, and then go by patient of what they need.
All right. Well, it sounds like you guys got a lot going on as far as the therapeutic end of it is concerned. What kind of other modalities are you working with? Acupuncture, meditation? What kind of other stuff are you doing?
Yeah, we have the nutrition and wellness therapies. We have the adjunct therapies, which include the yoga, meditation, acupunctural, multicultural therapies, and all this is like evidence-based. We have the AA meetings. We have helping them in, moving on to the next level of building, resumes and for getting them jobs in the community. We maintain, assist them with their sponsors and ensure that they're doing, their sponsor work, all their 12 steps if they choose to do the 12 steps, which is basically we really push for that, because I think 12 steps along with the other counseling sessions and all the other, all the other, pieces of the puzzle working together just enhances and improves the percentage of being able to stay sober and handle, the issues that come up of why people relapse and why we're relapsing. And a lot of this we're doing is evidence-based. Like the virtual IOP is being evidence-based. We're actually doing, findings for it, and we're tracking it to show that if you do this and follow up, we can cut down the rate of relapse by whatever it may be when we're, we complete we don't have the completion of one of the facilities yet, but we'll be able to have those actual numbers and say, okay, it is decreased by 30% due to, the follow-up with, the 12 steps. And if they're doing all the right things, they go to the gym 3 times a week. On the weekends, they try to do either a beach or movies, or like the Rockers in Recovery events are being taken to, which was a huge, amazing experience for them. They still talk about that, asking, when is that next event for that. So, so we do the drop down. So we'll have the residential, the PHP, the IOP, and then an OP with an alumni. But we do have the virtual, can go anywhere. Anybody does not have to be have gone through our program. Depending on the state, we have to follow, obviously, the state guidelines, but we call our dischargers and our alumni Leaf for Life. So Leaf for Life is what we have on our Instagram, pound Leaf for Life.
Now, you also, as far as the dual diagnosis end of this thing, you really are in a position, because of the psychiatric modalities, you can really help somebody that has a dual diagnosis, correct?
Absolutely. We have somebody coming in right now who's actually in detox, and she was diagnosed first with a dual personality disorder. And through the detox and everything has come to find that it's bipolar. A lot of it had to do with all the medications that she was on. So she was, not diagnosed correctly. And that's a big thing that we are, ensuring that, their diagnosis is diagnosed correctly, and have the team and that can actually do that. And, get the whole picture, because whether they've been to 3 or 4 centers and 4 psychiatrists, and then come back when they all have different diagnoses, then we'll go and we start fresh, and start the whole, background and, what you do. Like I said, like an initial psych eval combined with all of the other information we have from all of the different doctors or centers they have been to.
The recovery aspect of it, of course, you're showing and dedicated to showing people that they can live in recovery free from active addiction. And where can people find information on you, and how can they get a hold of the center?
They can go to the website is www.fallenleavesrecovery.com. The phone number to the center is 561-325-1408, or we can go to my hotline, which goes directly to my cell phone, is 1-855-70-SAY-NO, which is 707-2966. So it's 855-70-SAY-NO. And just one more thing to add is part of my, my strong foundations, which company has just been approved by the superintendent for the Broward School Board to become and be an educator and educate, the families and the staff and assist in any way that we can of getting, educated and giving real facts so that we can try to be more preventive and proactive than having to go, to going through it, where you can have the signs and symptoms and behaviors and to have questionnaires that they can fill out and speak to us one-on-one. And so we're doing a lot of putting our program to that for just the Broward County right now we're starting with.
That sounds great. You got a lot of stuff going on. That's good. Trying to educate and prevention is a big thing, and especially in the school systems to be able to get to children before they reach out for a chemical to deal with their issues. Really appreciate that you guys are working as hard as you are.
Thank you so much. And one more thing, it's also the children that maybe they have their mother or father that is using, and there'll be a safe way for them, to come and speak and share that, because, then that's another issue that we've run into a lot, actually. Several students have said, oh, my mom or dad is on drugs and I don't know what to do. And, so it's another, there's so many aspects to it. So it's a big resource for the school, school board.
I thank you so much today, Lizette, for being on the air with us, and I want to, of course, show our appreciation to Fallen Leaves for supporting our event back in February, and say hello to Nathan and the gang over there, and let everybody know that our support is here for you guys, and if you need us, please don't hesitate to call us. And we want to invite you, of course, to be a part of Rockers in Recovery Radio just by clicking on rockersinrecovery.com, clicking on the radio tab. You can listen live every day. You can go to Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. Lizette, thank you again for being on the show.
Thank you so much. Send my love to Lori, and thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You bet.
Have a wonderful day.
Have a blessed day.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right, guys, there you go. And we're out for today. We'll be talking at you tomorrow. Pepe Castro is coming on tomorrow from the Blues Magoos. We'll talk soon. Thanks.
We all know a guy who only occasionally shaves for big occasions, and it's because that occasional shave really hurts. It's the time of year for big occasions, and yet there he is, suffering with that cheap drugstore razor. Let's help him out. Henson Shaving's line of razors, built with aerospace precision, deliver a smooth shave your dad, brother, and even son can enjoy, eventually. With replacement blades just 10 cents each, you'll buy it once, and they'll use it for life. How's that for the perfect gift? Celebrate with 100 free blades on your first purchase, and no subscription headaches. HensonShaving.com/holiday.